Hey guys, my name's Gina Steffens. I'm a documentary photographer and writer from the United States living in Bogota, Colombia. I met Freddy, Miguel, and Roger on the side of the road leaving Bogota a few months ago after I'd been photographing a story about the COVID-19 crisis and its impacts on the Venezuelan migrant community. Like thousands of others, COVID-19 had forced these kids to undertake a reverse migration back to Venezuela, a country that more than 5 million people have left in recent years.
Mucho gusto, mi nombre es John Freddy, soy del estado Táchira, Venezuela. Salí de Venezuela hace 4 años y pues hace medio año cayó la pandemia del COVID-19. Me encontraba en Argentina y por situación económica todo quedó trancado, quedé sin trabajo, quedé destabilizado y me vine pidiendo cola hacia Colombia otra vez a regresar a mi país con un compañero. Llegamos aquí a Bogotá y conocimos a Gina. Ella quería mostrar la realidad de lo que vive el venezolano hoy en día. Lo que es caminar, aguantar hambre, sufrir, dormir bajo la lluvia, aguantar frío, caminar durante días sin comer nada. Ella sabe y ella vivió que es la verdadera realidad de lo que vive el venezolano hoy en día.
Over the course of several weeks, we walked almost 700 kilometers across Colombia alongside hundreds of other migrants in the middle of the pandemic. Along the way, our friendship evolved into a really special bond. The idea was to accompany them to the border with Venezuela, but once we arrived, the story took an unexpected turn.
Cuando llegamos a la frontera con Venezuela en Cúcuta, nos dijeron que grupos del FAES habían matado a unos chicos que intentaron pasar por las trochas ilegales.
We realized it was going to be way too dangerous for them to cross the border. They had nowhere else to go, so instead of leaving them stranded along the border, we decided to return together to Bogota. I invited them to come stay in my tiny apartment with me and told them that I'd try to help them regain some stability here in Bogota, at least for the time being. It's now been about 3 months, and as many of you guys know from my Instagram, we're still together. This has now become a full-on collaboration. Freddy's been learning photo editing and has been working with me as we edit all the material, both photo and video, from our trip together. As a professional, this is a unique and kind of amazing situation to be in, to have them participate in telling their own stories. And it's important to highlight their perspectives because among migrants, young men like them are often the least listened to and the least helped along the way. Aside from that, we've also taken in around 15 other migrants, almost like a halfway house, to help those who've needed food and shelter as they continue their journeys in the middle of the pandemic. There's so much that we want to tell you about all of this, so much that we really can't wait to share with you. In the meantime, we really need your help. We'd like to get them established here in Bogota for at least a few more months. Our hope is that you'll help us continue this story together. Your support will cover basic costs of living here in Bogota for 6 more months, and it'll also help them lift some small business ideas off the ground. In addition, it'll help us continue to provide assistance to the migrant community here in Bogota.
Quiero darles gracias porque lo que queremos es salir adelante.